products and services can satisfy in an endless variety of ways, and ways that change all the time. And consequently, economies have unlimited horizons.
Out of this explosion of desire came what seemed a never-ending consumer boom that regenerated the American economy. The original idea had been that the liberation of the self would create new kinds of people, free of social constraint. That radical change had happened. But while the new beings felt liberated, they had become increasingly dependent for their identity.
Yeah, that goes with capitalism. What was said earlier in the video, but I should play it earlier. But yeah, like, for example, Amazon, yeah, I fall victim to the escapism, version of escapism that I fall victim to, and many others, is consumerism, like Amazon, internet, phones, videos, games. I'm gonna play a game in a few seconds, a few minutes after this part of the video that I'm watching right now with you guys, and then I'm gonna just play some games and shit. It's just for fun. I like playing with this app right now. It's fun playing this app right here. I tell you, I forgot the name of the app though. I forgot the name of the app. Something screen recorder. That's the name of the app. It's on Google Play. It's a purple logo. It's pretty cool. So yeah, consumerism, escapism. What is escapism? Is the definition is to find a way to escape reality for a few minutes. Like books, reading books, escapism, you know, escape from reality, read fiction books, whatever, or nonfiction, and weed is escapism, and alcohol escapism, games escapism, TV, videos escapism, YouTube escapism, yeah, different types of escapism, different ways of escaping reality for a little bit, just to take a break from reality. Just take a break from reality. That's what it's all about, escapism. And I find that Amazon also is a new form of escapism, to just indulge in consumerism and what's the word I was looking for? And how capitalism do its thing. There's another word that I was looking for, but right now it's left me. To support capitalism, yeah, and while using escapism to just indulge in merchandise and all that, and you know, material stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna play like 5 or 6 more minutes of this video. This documentary is called Century of the Self. It's a good documentary, you should watch it. So I'm gonna play like 5 or 6 more minutes of this video, and then this documentary, and then go to games and maybe read a book or something, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I know what book I'm gonna read after I play some games and read a book. Or maybe after this video, and then the book, and then the game. That'd be good. Alright.
On business. The corporations had realized that it was in their interest to encourage people to feel that they were unique individuals, and then offer them ways to express that individuality. A world in which people felt they were rebelling against conformity was not a threat to business, but its greatest opportunity.
It was, in a sense, the triumph of the self. It was the triumph of a certain self-indulgence, a view that everything in the world and all moral judgment was appropriately viewed through the lens of personal satisfaction. Indeed, the ultimate ending point of that logic is that there is no society. There is only a bunch of making individual choices to promote their own individual well-being.
Next week's episode tells the story of how politicians on the left, in both Britain and America, turned to the techniques developed by business in order to regain power.
Yeah, and earlier in this documentary, they were talking about Ronald Reagan, how the first first time, second time, first or second time. I think it's the first time that they used psychology, psychoanalysis, to win voters in the 80s or 70s. No, 80s was later. This screen is almost turned off. Okay. It was around the 80s, late 70s, early late 80s. Ronald Reagan, I think it was either Ronald Reagan or Richard Nixon, I forgot. But yeah, they used psychoanalysis. They're trying to please the voters and all that, and psychologically, yeah. There's a book about it. Edward Bernays wrote a book called Manufacturing Consent. These the manufacturing consent, not manufacturing consent. It's excuse me while I look for it. Say not manufacturing consent. What's the name of it? Space button. Space button. Space. Fucking shit. Space button. Edward. Where's the space button? I thought there was a space button. Okay. Let's see, what's the name of that book? Crystallizing Public Opinion. That's what it is. Yeah. Was that one? Yeah, Bernays and some other psychologists trying to crystallizing public opinion, like the opinion on politicians. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to. It's kind of like a form of not brainwash, but psychological. Like psychological, like winning the voters over psychologically to vote for this politician or that politician. And they did it with Clinton in the 90s, Bill Clinton, Democrats and all that, and then Bill Clinton trying to. It's all about pleasing the individuals, the audience, the society, and all that, pleasing the people, the citizens of the country. And it used to be called propaganda. It still is called propaganda. But there's another word. Everybody disguised the type of the name of the technique of the practice, psychoanalysis, propaganda, into public relations. This book right here, public relations. Yeah, he's the creator of public relations, Edward Bernays. He's the creator of propaganda. Well, there was propaganda before Edward Bernays, like what's his name? Not Machiavelli. What's his name? I forgot. It's one not king, but the ruler of Roman Greek back in the ancient times of Roman Greek. What's the name? I forgot the name. But yeah, he had propaganda before Bernays came. This one ruthless leader, ruler of Greek Rome back then, that triumphed over Caesar's. Caesar. He beat Caesar, I think, or before Caesar. He ruled after Caesar, and he put propaganda, like he put his face on coins and currency back then. That's like the earliest form of propaganda, besides Bibles and statues and plays and all that. But plays, and it's not really that much propaganda. Plays and all that's not propaganda, but yeah, that was the early form of propaganda. But yeah, and yeah, so back to capitalism and psychoanalysis. So yeah, that's something I learned from this documentary: propaganda, psychoanalysis, using psychology on political means of achieving political gains in political parties. So yeah, I'm just playing like about 1 or 2 more minutes of this video, and then on to reading the book. That's called Consumer Instinct. I think that's the name of the book. Consumer Instinct. Read like 1 page of that book. It's about the thing I'm talking about right now too. It goes hand in hand. The book that I'm going to read and this documentary right here. The documentary is called Century of the Self. You can watch it on YouTube for free. Like, how long is this video? Almost 4 hours. Yeah, it's like 3-episode documentary series on YouTube. I'm gonna do another one of these videos. Just talk about some documentaries and read some books and play some games. Yeah, maybe tomorrow, maybe another time. I don't know. But yeah, but right now, I'm just gonna finish this little part of the video documentary.
But what they didn't realize is that what had worked for business would undermine the very basis of their political beliefs.
Oh yeah, England. I think it was London. I think London, England. London, yeah, London. England, yeah, England. They copied America 2 times. 2 times they copied America during Reagan and during Clinton. First, it was in England, it was first the conservatives, and in America, Reagan, the Republicans, and then in the 90s, it was the Labour Party, and in America, it was the Democratic Party. They used psychoanalysis and all that on multiple choice questions and trying to win people over. Like they go door to door and have multiple questions, and they also ask some questions to the citizens of the country, door to door, and see like what their political beliefs are and what their leanings are, or whatever, of what's political party, blah blah, and all that stuff, and also some psychological questions and all that stuff. Yeah.
They would find themselves trapped by the greedy desires of the new self.
All right. Oh yeah, I didn't put the book up yet. Okay, where's the iPad? There you go. Ah, it's right there. Consuming Instinct. There you go. Okay, it's just the page was on. 32. Okay. Okay, so much. The freak, there you go. Okay. Okay, I was just going to put on this page right. To start the sentences. There you go, I was going to go here. Okay, all the way down to here. Evolutionary theory recognizes that phenomena can be investigated at 2 distinct levels. Approximate explanations deal with mechanistic descriptions of how something operates and which factors affect its inner workings. Ultimate explanation, is that right? Ultimate explanations tackle the why question, namely why has a given behavior, emotion, thought, preference, choice, or morphological trait evolved to be of a particular form, i.e. identifying its Darwinian genesis. Whereas both levels of analysis are needed for a full understanding of the human condition, marketers, along with many social scientists, have largely focused on approximate explanations. 2 tangible examples will clarify the distinction between approximate and ultimate explanations. Pregnancy sickness is a universal psychological phenomenon, irrespective of cultural setting or epoch. Women have experienced its unpleasant symptoms in similar ways. A approximate perspective might explore how a given hormone, EQ, I forgot what that stands for, those 2 letters, estrogen, affects the unpleasantness of the experienced nausea. And ultimate focus would seek to understand why such physiological mechanisms would have, would have evolved in the first place. Evolutionists have concluded that pregnancy sickness is an adaptive solution to a woman's possible exposure to food pathogens during a crucial part of the gestational period known as organogenesis. Hence, whereas approximately informed physicians have prescribed drugs to assuage the symptoms of pregnancy sickness, evolutionists recognize that such symptoms are beneficial to women and their fetuses. The practical explanations of evolutionary theory should be evident. As a second example, let us ask a fundamental question regarding human sexuality. Why is sex pleasurable, at least to most people? At least to most people. A proximate cause might identify a neural basis of pleasurable experiences, such as the release of dopamine during orgasms. The ultimate cause is rather obvious, engaging in the ultimate of all possible gene propagation, propagating behaviors such to be pleasurable. Less sexually reproducing organisms become extinct. Generally speaking, pleasurable experiences are meant to be augment behaviors that encourage contact, EQ, seeking to have sex or to eat a tasty, juicy steak, whereas non-pleasurable ones trigger avoidance, avoiding full, foul-smelling foods. In other words, one would expect that evolutionary forces have honed our pleasure instinct. Okay. Yeah, that has nothing. What the fuck's up with the camera? Oh, there. Yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with the documentary, though. It's on this page right here. Yeah, that had nothing to do with documentary, but it's consumerism that has something to do with documentary, but that's the first time reading that page. You know, I was just starting with the page before this one, but you know, I should have just read that first, then put it on the video. What the freaking name? There we go. Alright, so oh, there it is. There you go. So yeah, that's consumerism. And now let's listen to music. Let's listen to music and play some fucking games, motherfucker. I was about to say the N-word, but no. I can see it. That was it. There. I think that's the green square. It's just. Why am I keep on going on the silent times? There you go. Let's add it. Let's see what song I listen to right now. I can't see the title. It's pretty cool album. You guys should try this out. It's pretty cool. Say, I'm playing that one. And no, good bastard. This is good. Playing games and this song. I think it's gonna be pretty good. Okay, some entertainment. Hey, all right, let's play the song.
I'm not big on fighting these days, but I don't call the cops. And I'm not big on scrapping lately. When I start, I don't stop. I just need one more person to hate me top that top. One more problem might make me kill them all. I'm a heartbreaker, ask me so go ahead and get mad. I'll show you how easy I turn a tough guy to a dead man. I ain't your buddy, haters are obsessed fans. If we were buddies, trust I'd crack a bud just like a red can. Bedpan full of piss and vinegar. Head scan said that I'm not crazy, but I'm similar. Let's dance, let's hands, homie, you can snap fast. Trust me, you're a midget, I'm a monster. Every slap I throw's a finisher. I just need one more person that made me top that top. One more father might make me kill them all. I'm a heartbreaker, nasty girl. I'm a hot trigger, nasty words. I got two fingers for nasty slurs. I'm a asshole, dirtbag, no good bastard.
Your ass too crackhead, you must love getting rocked. Take your door off the flathead and take everything that you got. Hey, whoa, don't make me put in my purse. We don't need Gucci on cards. You think you bet I'm the worst in your family to church, so baby, don't get on my nerve. Like, I don't know about these hoes, all I know is how we go. We're non-stop, we're reload. If you talking, I see ghosts. You groupie, baby, I'm different. Think you know hell, I'll show you it. I was born in hell, devil knows me well. I'm turn with a list like Moses did.
I just need one more person that made me top that top. One more father might make me kill them all. I'm a heartbreaker, nasty girl. I'm a hot trigger, nasty words. I got two fingers for nasty slurs. I'm an asshole, dirtbag, no good bastard. Also back up, keep those comments to yourself. Bunch of cops calling pussies straight to handle shit themselves. We was raised by the wolves, we ain't afraid to bleed it out. Sort the men from the boys that have nots from the rough. When God asks our witness, I'll leave you where you stand. If you flex, that's your death. We do it more than throwing hands. You better give me 6 feet when I come through. Back the fuck up. Guaranteed to leave you bleeding if you make me back this truck up. I just need one more person to hate me top that top. One more father might make me kill them all. I'm a heartbreaker, nasty girl. I'm a hot trigger, nasty words. I got two fingers for nasty slurs. I'm an asshole.
That one was fun. Fun. Awesome. Alright. Let's see another game. Gosh. My camera. That's it. Camera. There we go. Okay. So now this game is going to be crazy. Okay. There you go. This one right here is awesome. You guys gonna like this game. Day of Reckoning 2. Or something like X10, 18. There was Day of Reckoning. Yeah. Hey, Guerrero. You and I last time, man. No, don't put it there. Not there. Right there. Put the block down on something. Oh, good bastard. Like this one. Tom McDonald. Great rapper. Great MC. This camera here. Okay, exhibit. Rumble musical. Ladder match, table match, TCs, to teach myself. So, that's what standing match. Brown panties match. You guys want to see this? Let's see. Actually, no, it's hardcore match. Hardcore. Raw. Okay, let's see. Batista, Ruthless Aggression Era. This is Ruthless Aggression Era right here. Kalito. Elite Ruthless Aggression Era. Whisper One, Pacheco, Christian, Eddie Guerrero versus Batista, Big Show, T. Choker, Jerker, Masters, Edge, yeah, Edge, play, right. I see if I'm any good at this game. This is my second time playing this game. I'm alright. Okay, so I think the limit of this app on recording is 28 minutes, I think it was 28 minutes, so I have just like 2 minutes, so that's 2 minutes to play this game. Let's see if I'm any good at this game. I think I'm alright at this game. So this is a long video, it's almost 28, it's going to be 28 minutes. If this loads fast enough, I'm going to do this every week. It's going to be fun. Oh, bitch. Oh. Look at it. Fuck you up. I'm fuck you up right now. Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda on your ass. Today, make these one. Seven words, motherfucker. Seven motherfucking dick. Second. On the table. Not 10 minutes. Oh, he's not fuck that. He picked stuff up. But you get the gist. G. So yeah. Hopefully everybody likes this shit. Hopefully you guys get entertained and drop some knowledge earlier in this video, the beginning of the video, about some psychology, propaganda, and all that stuff. And then some pointless rating, like, and almost nothing to do with the video, so, of the documentary what we saw earlier in this video. Actually, it's more than 28 minutes. What? I thought none was 28 minutes, but I guess I was wrong. But I'm a man of my word. 28 minutes. Peace the fuck out. That was 44 seconds or something. Whatever. Peace the fuck out.